Hi, and welcome to another episode of Coloring with Lisa and Extreme Coloring. And I'm working on finishing this beautiful piece here from the book, the creature book, the Curious Creatures. And so if you haven't seen episode 1, then you should, because this is where I showed you how to do these awesome flowers. So now what I'm going to do is, well, I'm not really sure where this is going to go. I have an idea here. I think I want to do this area here, and I think I'm going to try to do some water beads. You know what I'm talking about, like translucent little water drops here to look like they're kind of gems floating on here. So I think I'm going to do something like that. But, you know, when I do these, I kind of never know how they're going to turn out. So just hang out with me and let's play together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, this is hot pink, which is PC993. My kid drew on me, so it is what it is. Okay, so what we're going to do is I am going to lightly base this in with the hot pink. And I'm doing it lightly because I love my colors to be really vibrant. So to make them vibrant, I've got to have a glowing effect. So you can't start dark. You can always put your colors in lighter. You can always go darker. To go lighter with colored pencils, obviously it's harder. You can erase it, but erasers don't really work good on these. I do it like for this here. I put little erasers to give some highlights. The best eraser to use if you do make a mistake or you want it lighter would be the Scholar eraser, and it's just a black kind of like a triangle shaped eraser. I'm trying to see if I have it here to show you. Oh, here I do have one. It's just one of these. These ones are the holy grail. This is a hack that you need to know about because this so gets rid of the Prismacolors. I use these a lot too because this little chiseled end right here is how I could get in here and I could like really make some nice highlights. See that? It already is making it. And you just get these at anywhere. They're just little, for school kids or people, whatever. But you see how it already makes a little highlight, so those are really great. Just a little tidbit. I have a cold. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I'm sure you can because it's pretty bad. It sucks too because I never really go out anywhere. I try to stay in my little bubble here, and if I need something I order from Amazon and Walmart, and I constantly have people delivering to me here because I'm always working, But this to me isn't work, but you know what I mean. I'm making new coloring books, and I don't really need to go out if I don't have to because I'm always afraid I'm going to get sick, which is exactly what happened. I'm filming this video right after Christmas, so I went out during Christmas like most normal people do and did a little bit of shopping, and of course, sure enough, Germ City, and look at what happened to me. So I'm just going to base coat this in, this whole little area here. And let's get to that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put in some shading in here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is let's take this little baby, which is PC994. And this is Process Red, which I use a lot. So we are going to start adding some craziness, some coolness to this thing. So we're just going to go in here. Now this is fairly dark, I guess. I think I'm too close. Sometimes if I'm too close, you can't see it as good. Can you see that better? I don't know. I don't know. You can let me know. Alright, so now I'm going to come up here like so. And then we're going to go up here like so. And I want to stop about here, and I want to imagine that there's a glow coming across here in a little strip. So I'm going to create a little bit of that effect by putting the darker here, and then imagine that there's a little line there, okay? And that way you can just kind of come down to that here, come up to it. What about that? Yeah, that's looking better. Okay. Alright, so you just kind of play around and get that all done. Wow, I really feel like crap. That's terrible. I need to make some lemon tea maybe, huh? Yeah. Oh, I'm talking my coloring buddies. They're online with me right now. So anyway, so now what you want to do is you want to leave that little line that comes through here. So you make and just continue this process all the way across, and you can get darker down here. That's okay. We're gonna still put more colors. I'll show you all my tricks. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go across doing the same process. So you go ahead and do that too. Okay, now let's take Mulberry PC 995 and let's further deepen this. We're going to start down here and we're going to bring that up, pushing fairly hard. The way that certain colored pencils don't lay or work the same on top of other colors, this kind of is one of them. Not on all colors, but when you put this on top of this other color, the wax buildup that is there kind of prevents this color from going on really good, as opposed to some other colors that don't do that. But you just work with it and get the color in there. Now this creates depth. That's why you got to put so many layers. The more layers that you put in, it's the way that the retina works in your eye, right? And it's like a prism, and so you want to catch all those little bitty eons that are there, and that's why when you layer it like that, it's going to give you this more of that look, that really deep look. Like if you just put one solid color there, you're not going to get this effect. It's just not the same. And you might not notice this change like right now when you're doing it, but you will. Well, I'm turning my paper around so that my hand won't get blocked by the thing. So sorry if I make you dizzy with that, but I needs to do it. Because otherwise, you know what I mean, my hand blocks the camera view, and then all you see is my old lady hand. Which sucks. I buy all the expensive creams, and you know what? It really sucks, because I used to be a little hottie, and now I'm a little oldie, but whatever. I still got it. Okay, so now let's now here we want to put the dark down here instead of the tip, because the shadow is going to come from the bottom, right? So just you want to bring that up like that way. Yeah, I should have some music on, huh? Maybe I'll put on some. I think I will. Alright. Hey, this is Coloring with Lisa time. It's not a show. It's not a... Well, it kind of is, but you know what I mean? It's not. It's just us coloring and having fun. Alright, now let's take this color here, and we are going to make it even further deeper. Okie dokie. It's looking pretty vibrant, isn't it? So cool. Coolidge. Now this is the, like I told you, the PC 931 dark purple, and you got to try to remember these, like make a little swatch, and you keep all the different colors combinations that I show you in my videos, or that you find from other awesome artists that are out there, and write them on a swatch, and then that way, like when you pick up a book and you have a little block, like a mental block, you can you could just pull out your little swatch book and then say, okay, I want to use these colors. I was actually thinking about making one of those and then putting it on my Etsy, like of all the color combinations, like a little pocket guide. But I need to know if you guys want me to do that, because it would be a lot of work. But I mean, I think it might help you. I can put one of those together for you. You just gotta let me know what you want. Oh, by the way, very important, very important. Are you listening? Are you listening? Okay, YouTube has this way of working, right? Where the people that get the most views and the most, like the thumbs up, the likes, their videos get ranked better and all that stuff. So it's very important that you please like and subscribe to me so that I can continue to do this for you guys, okay? Very important. Very important. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go do the same thing. Now let's take the white and just smooth it in to give it a finished look, and it'll make it look more I don't know, what's the word, more, I don't know what the word is, more shiny, more finished. You won't have all the little white pieces on the paper, you know what I mean? And it just sort of gets it all together. Blends it in nicely. I don't use a blender pencil because it'll make it too dark. Blender pencils will move the colors together and it'll darken up what you're doing. So if you don't want it darker, you use white. Or I could have even used a really, really light pale blue. That would work too. Alright. I'll do this little heart here, whatever. I'm sitting here, might as well. This is just red, your basic red heart. Alright, and I'll fill that in right there. And I will take my white pen, and we're going to give it a highlight. This is a Signo pen by Mitsubishi Pencil Company. And I use these because they're awesome. They're the best, and it puts down a nice layer here for you. And the jelly rolls don't stick for me. I don't know if it's just me or what. And then I'm going to put maybe a little bit in here, you know, to give it a nice little shimmer. I'm rubbing it on the side in like little circles to make sure that the pen is actually going, because they do kind of take a minute to go, but once they go, and it's good if you don't, like right now I'm lifting it up and I'm putting a really light touch on this pen because the ink comes out better. If you just smash it in, you're not going to get it. You can hear me on the side. I'm just rolling it. I've been using this. It might be out of ink. But just little highlights. See, doesn't this make it look awesome? Highlights, so cool, right? Your friends are going to be amazed. Your husbands, wives, significant others, dogs, everyone's going to be going, oh, wow, you're so good. Alright, and then just, you know, not everywhere, because then it's just too much, but just, and also this doesn't stay really, really white like that. It'll dry a little bit. It'll draw lighter, kind of to match the color that's under it. So that's why. Okay, that looks really good. And you know what? If you really want to go crazy, you could take it and put it on the tips of these. Just pen. Come on, pen. Would work better, but oh well, you got the idea. I have to brush it off, see? But this hardly ever works because, see, you just got to get the color going, and then once it goes, you can just put it down. And if there's too much wax on your paper, then this happens. And then you know what? You know what I do? If I really, really know that I have to have highlights, I have a makeup. It's a liquid white eyeliner, and it's got a really sharp point on it. How cool is that? It's by Revlon. It's just, or Rimmel. Any of them will really work, but you want one that's kind of opaque. See how good that looks with the little white on the tips? Just put a little bit on the tips too. And if you go overboard, it's not good. So just less is better, and you can always add more as you go along. And just kind of, what I do is I'll pull my head back away from it a little bit and look at it kind of like with squinty eyes, and just to see, like, okay, does that look good from far away? Yeah, this pen is done. I think this pen is just done. Yeah, it's not even, I have more. I guess I gotta go get one, huh? Well, you got the idea. I don't need to stop and do that. But yeah, so anyway, you just play around. That little makeup brush I have is good too. The thing is, I just moved my office around right before I started filming this, and I don't have like easy access to it. But I will show you when I come back, because I will definitely do that on here. But you got the idea. Alright, so let's move on to the next step. Okay, here's another little tip here to make this a little bit brighter. You want to check this on your paper because every paper is a little bit different. This is just a little brush marker, and if you could see that there, see it's like a brush pen, so it just, you know, but it has a color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some on the tips like this. See how that just makes it kind of pop? You just put them right in the tip like that, and just get that going right on the edge, just right on the edge, and that will really, see that? You just kind of push down, and it really gives it a nice glow, doesn't it? Look at that. You know, you can really have fun with these, but if you really want to do it good, it takes time. It definitely is an act of love, but you know what? You're doing it so you can relax. So you just relax with it and have fun, right? That's the goal. So I just push a little bit. If you push a little bit, it'll get rid of some of the, you know, the wax down there that's under it. And there you go. All right, so see that? You got the idea. It just takes a little bit of time. And look on the back, no bleeds. These are just some little cheapy markers, little brush pens I got on Amazon. They're nothing special. You could use anything, really. Just make sure that they're the brush pens, though, because you don't want a hard line. And you just go through. You can even add a little green. I pulled a green out. I haven't tried it. I don't know if it'll work, but I did pull a green out of that same bag. Let's see. We got a green here. Let's see what this one does, if I like it or not. Yeah, it's pretty good. It just adds a little bit more. Yeah, that's nice, huh? Yeah. Maybe I'll pull up with this from the base up to the flower with that flicking technique. That way you can not, you know, you want to keep the leaf look like it's growing out, so just keep brushing it like that. See, it's totally easy. You too can do this. And also it kind of cleans up your pencil marks again, and so you can spend hours just to actually, and you know what, you kind of want to, because once you get one of these in your hand, you just kind of like, oh, it just feels good. It's very satisfying, you know, just to take your brush and just stroke it across the paper and see your colors come to life, and it makes the colors underneath it just sort of pop out a little bit. Maybe I'll do a little purple, huh? That might be good. Gotta see if I got some purple. Should I try it in the bottom? Yeah, why not? Let me go get them. Alright, so I got my box here. Let's see what I got in here. Oh, these are my aqua brushes. By the way, these you fill up with water, okay? So, like, it has a tip on it like a brush, just like a brush, but you fill them with water, and then you just dip it in your little watercolor, little tablets, and then voila, you can put a little water on there. But you don't want your papers to crinkle up, so I only do that if I printed them out myself on hard cardstock like I did. So I'm gonna, I want to get purple here. Excuse my little arm here, but it is what it is. I'm gonna take, grab a purple. Let's see which color purple. That one's good. That one's good. And then this one, everybody should have some of this. Ooh, that one's good too. Let's use both of those. What does this one do? Let's see. I love color. Ooh, a little pinky, a little purpley. Perfectamundo. Let's use that. What is this one? I don't want to get too crazy. I don't want to get too crazy, and that's a little bit muddy. Alright, so let's, now, let's try it out, huh? Your guess is as good as mine. We need a little darker purple for the base, huh? So let's try that. Can't be afraid. You just check it out and just see if you like it. Just do a little spot. And if you don't like it, we'll see what happens. Actually, it's not bad. Actually, a little thinner. Yeah, that looks good. I wonder if I could, what happens if I smear it up a little. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, huh? Yeah, I'll put in a little bit of that. Just kind of do that flicking motion again. Ooh, that made it really pop, didn't it? Look at that. So pretty. That looks good. Yeah, look at the difference. This is a lot flatter and this is a lot more vibrant on the paper. It really is. I like it. I like it. I like it. Bet you can't wait to try this. I think I paid like $5 for all these and there were like 120 of them or something. Alright, that looks pretty good. You can go a little nuts with it, so you don't want to do too much, because the whole thing about this is to just little accents, you know. You don't want to do too much. Problem is it gets so fun that you want to keep playing, which is what this is doing. I'm playing, and it's fun, 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 fun. I can go back over that with the white, no worries. Just put in some color. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I can fix all this area here with some white. I'm gonna fill that in. Hey, I wonder if I should put some dark, I don't know, in these sides. What do you think? I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared. Let's try a little pink. What does that do? Let's try a little bit of pink. I'm getting a little crazy now with this. Don't want to put in too much. Then it's gonna be an epic fail. We don't want an epic fail. But, okay, yeah, the pink gives it a little 3D-ish, a little glow on the tip, right? It kind of graduates that purple up into the tips of the leaves. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I don't want to do too much. I feel like I already have done a little too much, but I'm just playing. I'll put that in there here. These would be really good on those canvases, you know. They make these books on like regular art canvas, and I use these for that kind of thing. I have a whole set of Copic markers too, but I like these, believe it or not. These are the bomb. Alright. I don't want this to be too much of one of the, you know, how you get that marker look. I don't want that. I just an accent a little bit. All right, well that was fun. So that happened. Okay, so now I think we're going to move to this area here, and that's all I'm going to do today is move to this area, and we're going to actually I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop here because doing this area, and then I'm going to add some water. Big round glass, like glass water drops on here that you're going to see through. So that's kind of a whole tutorial in itself. So we are going to stop here, and I want to thank you so much for joining me, and please like and subscribe and come see more of my videos. Thank you. Have a great one. Bye-bye.